statistically, you guys are top 15 in most every major category. Do you see what you feel to be top 15 caliber defense?
I don't care about the other 14. I know what good defense looks like. I know what practice looks like. I know what preparation looks like, and I think we're getting there. I think our guys take a lot of pride in what they put on tape. They took a lot of pride in how we practice out there, and that's all connected to our improvement. And that's what's happening right now.
What has stood out about the stretch, I guess the last 4 games since the bye week, the elevation of the defense, what stands out to you in that span?
Consistency, practice, preparation, guys being unselfish, guys practicing punt team and chasing the ball down 40 yards, guys being on time and early and just working together. Those are listen, success looks a certain way and it's not really complicated, but it's really hard to attain. And I'm not saying we're where we want to be, but I'm saying we're taking the steps to get there. Yeah, I think, but we're still practicing the same amount. We're still pushing them on the practice field. They're still lifting, they're squatting on Sundays. So I think some of the totals have gone down for sure over the last month. But we try to make sure with what we do with our GPS numbers and what we do with our training that we keep them at a certain place from a just workload. So I don't think it hurts. I think it's helped to be able to get some other guys in the game. But I think the total play number obviously has been affected.
DJ Lundy had a handful of really nice plays in space on Saturday. He had at least one nice one in practice day downfield. What is he playing faster? Is he playing just more?
Well,
what's happening?
We made a big deal this summer that he dropped about 15 pounds, and that stayed off, and so that just helps him play a little bit faster, and it keeps him in better condition throughout the season. So I think we're just seeing that, and we've kind of rotated 3 to 4 linebackers, so it's helped us stay a little bit fresher. So I think that's all part of seeing it. And listen, he played as a true freshman. He probably wasn't ready, but a lot of those guys did. And last year he played as a redshirt freshman. Now he's a sophomore, so you're starting to see what it's supposed to look like. Usually those guys don't play that quickly. He did, and now you're starting to see that pay off a little bit.
Coming into the season, question about getting a replace what Jermaine Johnson did for them last year. I think you guys have as many sacks as y'all did last season. How do you think you guys were able to match that total?
Just playing complete defense, probably. Listen, Jared's brought some one-on-one wins to us for sure. But I think we probably had maybe a few more linebacker sacks. I think our safeties have been a little bit more involved in the rush game. I think our coverage has been tighter and better and more connected. So those all go into it. I'm not going to sit here and measure our sacks last year versus this year and how long it took for each sack, but that probably has an equatable number to it. I think our guys have done a solid job, but I'd like to get a bunch from Friday night.
Where have you seen Greedy Vance develop the most since the beginning of the season?
Yeah, I think anytime you come into a new program, he's played Division I football, so he played with good play speed, but he's a grinder. And, what I mean by that isn't a negative. He's got legitimate quickness, skill, ball skill, good technique, but, grinders win because they stay consistent and they show up every single day, whether you win 4 straight, lose 3 straight, or anything in between. And, he's a product of that. So I think that's why he has success.
Are Louisiana's offense and Florida's similar, given some of the coaching carryover, I guess?
Yes.
Is that unique to have that back-to-back like that?
Is it unique to play a team whose head coach left and went to the next team you're playing in back-to-back weeks? Yes. Is it unique for them to have the same offense when they hired the offensive coordinator and the head coach? No. But it's unique for this situation for sure.
You've probably seen Anthony Richardson on his good days and his bad days on film, but what is he capable of on his good days?
He's capable of throwing the ball 75 yards in the air. He's got as strong as an arm as anywhere in the country. When you see the ball come out, he looks like a major league third baseman. It's effortless. The ball just pops off his wrist. And, just tell our guys, number one, he breaks tackles back there and keeps plays alive, which is dangerous because he can reach 70 yards. So if guys are scrambling around back there and the routes keep going down the field, you better stay connected because he can get it there. And, for him to have major runs, that LSU run, he broke out for, he could have run for 200 yards on that play. And then, some of the things he's done throwing the football, I think he's playing at a high level.
tackles don't have good stats that Ian's have and some other guys. So what does Fabian do that maybe people don't notice that makes this defense that really helps it?
I think you could put Fabian and Robert Cooper in the same category when it comes to just what it looks like when you just turn the film on defense. And our job on defense is obviously to get the ball back to the offense, not let people score. How do you do that? You got to eliminate space. Sometimes you do that by lining guys up in press. Sometimes you do that by when they try to block you and you push them back. And but they hold points of attack. They knock blocks back, and then they can tackle the ball when the ball shows up. So, those guys have, 3 years into this thing with development with JP and Coach Hagens, and you see the coaching show up, you see the effort show up, and then just their sheer size and physicality are critical for us in the run game.